What's going on, everybody? What's good? Happy Sunday morning, and welcome to another episode of the Queen Mimi Podcast on another edition of our Sunday Positivity Talk. We hope that you guys are doing good this morning. You guys are staying blessed, staying safe, taking care of yourself out there. And we hope that, you're going to have a nice, chill, and, restful day. We are feeling wonderful and feeling great this morning. Our lives are greatest. We finally getting things straight and getting things right in our life. Finally caught up on all our bills. We know they ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but we woke up feeling good this morning. We finally getting things done, finally taking care of business. Hubby doing the same thing, doing everything we can to make life better. We know a lot of people are doing that right now with all the hell and everything that's going on. So keep your head up, and at this point, just live your best life. Stay yourself, do you, man, because there's too much stuff going on. We don't plan on really going out there like that no more. We're going to be getting our sanctuary, our home, and all that stuff together and just chilling. And we're going to pop out when we feel like it's just too much going on. But aside from that, like we said, we feeling great, feeling good, feeling extremely proud of ourselves. We finally getting some stress and things off our shoulders. A lot that's been going on. We told y'all a little bit about it. So yeah, we on to the next step in our self-care, being locked in, focusing on ourselves, on our own personal journey. Like we said, no spitefulness, no bitter, nothing like that. But yeah, overall, we are doing good, and we got a good feeling. We're going to stay positive. We're going to stay motivated that things will, eventually get better. And they will, as long as you keep moving forward. Okay, now we got that out the way. Let's get into today's topic, y'all. For those that do not know, we said this last week. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So that's what we're going to be talking about on all our shows throughout the month. And today we're going to be talking about how family and friends can help someone that's going through, domestic violence or a survivor without judging them, without coming down on them, without belittling them, talking down to them and all that stuff. And the number one thing we hear with people is, why didn't you just leave? We're going to get into all that throughout the show. But that's what we're going to be talking about today, you guys. Of course, it's a trigger warning. We're talking about domestic violence, content and everything. So this is uncomfortable for a lot of people. We completely understand. This is not something that's easy for anybody to go through, let alone people watching you, what we're saying, go through it. But for those that haven't, and believe it or not, there's people that's never been through domestic violence. Yes, and we're not talking down about these people at all. If you haven't been through something like domestic violence, homelessness, struggling, poverty, being broke, no, you're not going to understand why people don't just leave a bad situation or a toxic, relationship. We don't always understand that. Unfortunately, we have been through it, so we know why. It's not always easy to just up and leave that person for various reasons, for different scenarios and things that's going on in their life. So still show compassion, understanding to the people, especially if you ain't got the resources to help them. You know what we saying? A lot of people do that too. They know they can't help but do anything, but they expect you to just pick up and, have it figured out and going on to the next step. It's not always that easy. No, speaking as somebody that's gone through domestic violence, unfortunately, it's not always that easy. It's not. You have to really get yourself together, make sure you can do things and get in a safe place, make sure the abuser is not around. They're not going to try to harm you, essay you or unalive you. And we see that all the time on social media. We see it all the time on the news. Somebody don't want to be with this person no more. Oh, matter of fact, perfect example. When we was living in Florida, this was all over the news. It was a young lady, a young woman, had to be at least in her 30s, probably 40s. She was in a relationship with this abusive dude. He was really abusive towards her. And she worked at a Golden Corral. We know her very well because we used to live there, right on Normandy. We know her very well. And she went to work one day. Know what I'm saying? Didn't think anything of it. She had done broke up with the dude, moved on with her life. You know, she was getting herself together. And she didn't think nothing of it. Went to work. You know what I'm saying? It was a normal day. And this guy shows up with some kind of gasoline. They couldn't put the flames out with gasoline. I don't know how he got this close to the lady, the way he was able to do this. We still don't know to this day, but he walked in there. I think she was working in the back where they prepare all the food at. Oh, yeah, it's gonna go in the corral, you know what we talking about. Where they prepare the food at. I think he went back there if we remember correctly. Poured gasoline on this lady and lit her on fire. And from what the news said, I guess whatever kind of gasoline he used, they couldn't put the flames out. So unfortunately, she wound up losing her life. You know what I'm saying? This guy went and sat outside the Golden Corral and just waited for the police to show up. He ain't try to run. He ain't try to evade him. And we was just like, okay. So he knew what he was doing. And we say all that to say the abuser knows what they're doing. I don't care if it's physically, mentally, especially emotionally, and financially. And we're going to get into all that later on. But they know what they're doing. They are unhealed. They still little boys because a man ain't going to put his hands on a woman. They still little boys. They don't know how to take rejection. They don't know how to take somebody not wanting to deal with them anymore. And then you don't treat the person right. You treat the person like crap and you wonder why they don't want to be with you. You can't convince us at this grown point in our life that people don't know what they're doing. They are very well aware of what they're doing. They just think for some reason you're not going to cut them off or they can still have access to you. We got a long list of people right now, y'all, that don't like us because we simply cut them off, ended the relationship, or the family decided they didn't want to speak to us no more. We didn't speak to them. And we're like, okay, cool. You ain't got to like us, but the simple fact that we want to change our life and be better after all the stupid decisions we made, you can't be behind that. You don't care about us. You don't love me. You know what I'm saying? You just want us around for whatever benefit you can get from us. So that's what's happened to this young lady. She unfortunately wound up losing her life. And we remember it was all over the news and we just shook our head like, wow, why are people so evil? Why people just cannot take rejection? If somebody don't want to deal with you, just whatever reason, as long as they ain't cheat on you, hell, like at least you ain't cheat on me. At least you came to me like a man or a woman and said, hey, look, I don't think this gonna work out. Look, ain't nobody worth us. And that's one of the other reasons why we had to cut people off. Ain't none of y'all worth us losing our life over or winding up behind bars for the rest of our life. If you can't understand that, then oh well, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with us. That's on you. So that's what happened with this lady. She actually tried to leave, and women actually do try to leave. For the people that always ask, why ain't you just leaving? You know he putting his hands on you, he abusive. Why ain't you just leave? Some women try to leave and lose their life behind it. Or they'll go after the kids, which is even more weaker than killing a woman. So now this woman got to deal with the trauma of what you done did on top of losing her kids. You know what we're saying? Because you just can't take rejection. Make it make sense. Somebody don't want to be with you or don't want to be around you. Don't be upset. Everything happens for a reason. Everybody is not meant to come with you to the next level in your life. And the people that we were surrounded by, we weren't even inspired. We wasn't motivated. They ain't help us do nothing. They treat us like garbage. You know what we're saying? They know what they did. So we ain't got to get all that. They know exactly what they did. So that's why. Well, at least one of the reasons why. You know what we're saying? And people be afraid to speak up because they're afraid and they have this fear of being freaking judged by people that either haven't been through it or they still ain't doing it like they in some dang on country western song or something like it's gonna be kumbaya, everything gonna work itself out. No. Look, if you ain't got the balls to leave your relationship, don't judge me. You want to stay in that little toxic and bottom of the barrel, what do you? But we want better. We can't say this enough. We ain't perfect, but we want better and we deserve better with our life. That's it. That's all. Yes, yes, baby. Hi. That's it. That's all. We told our husband that. He already know. We make our little jokes and stuff, but we laugh with him all the time. But a lot of people out there going through this. We keep seeing on social media. This other guy showed up at the woman's job and shot and stabbed her. I don't think he killed her. Wait, no, he did. He did. Take that back. He did unalive her. Because she broke up with him. I think they was going through custody. People don't want to go through that either. Remember, you're dealing with weak and evil people out here. They don't want to break up with you. They don't want to go through no custody. They don't want to go through none of that. They just stay in my life. I'm gonna keep treating you like garbage. I'm gonna keep disrespecting you. And you ain't got to, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and make this announcement right now. My husband's on him. Please sure you can back me up on this. You don't have to put your hands on a woman or cheat on her for her to leave you. Y'all do know that, right? I can't stand when I hear me. Oh, I ain't cheating on you. Why you want to leave me? I treated you good. I did X, Y, Z, A, B. That might not be enough for her. And people, like we just said, stay with me. I'm gonna treat you like garbage. I'm gonna disrespect you. I'm gonna put my hands on you. I ain't gonna spend no time with you. Take you out. She can't come to you emotionally and just talk to you without you going in defense mode. She can't even correct you, and she loves you. That's why she's doing that without you going in defense mode. It's other reasons. Okay, for anybody that hear this, women, same thing. You ain't got to cheat on nobody or put your hands on them for them not to want to be around you no more. You could be taking them through hell, struggling. You ain't got no game plan. You ain't trying to do nothing. It's different reasons. But the top two, we know, women, put your hands on me, cheat on me, I'm out. We 40 years old. If we was to leave our husband right now and get involved with somebody, baby, this was a scenario. First sign, I'm gone. We ain't doing it. We'll be by ourselves. Forget that. Now we know what's out here. We keep saying this crap. We need to be around grown people that's strong and secure in themselves, and not just even relationship wise. Like we said, we good with our husband, but not even just relationship wise, just family, friends, whatever. Well, you're gonna be lonely. Oh well, we ain't lonely. If only you knew. We are not lonely. Believe that. But yeah, that's what people expect. Stay with me. I ain't gonna never make your life better. I ain't gonna never help you elevate. I'm not somebody you can look up to and admire and you want to mimic and copy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep disrespecting you. I'm gonna go put your business out in the street. We can go on and on. This stuff that we've been through, and we pretty sure a lot of other people been through as well. And you wonder why? Like, hello, wake the hell up, boy. Nobody wants to keep putting up with that. Even good people get tired of being good people. That simple, that easy. And then once we see that you don't love us or you don't care about us the way we do about you, what you want us to do, man? What you want us to do? No, bro. You gotta reciprocate. Mm. And like we said, you ain't gotta put your hands on a woman or cheat on her for her to leave you. That's the first thing people say. Did you spend time with her? Can she talk to you? Are you like an emotional safe place for her? You want to chill with the boys, you want to be on your game, you want to be in the streets more, you want to be home. You expect her to be a porn star, cook, clean, you know what I'm saying? Take care of the house, help you pay the bills, go 50-50. And while she working, yeah, who the hell we look like? Superwoman? Or you think that man is Superman? Hell, even if he is, you know what I'm saying? We get tired, male or female, we get tired. We got to, rest and recharge our batteries, you know what I'm saying? We're going to pass the hell out. Like, huh? And people don't understand that. Just like they don't understand the reality of what people that's going through domestic violence or somebody that's coming out of it, what their reality is. We can tell you, it ain't fun. You sitting here blaming yourself, like, I probably should just shut up. I should have just left him alone. It was my fault. I deserve this. We said all this to ourselves. Why did I stay? Every last relationship we done had. I think it's been more than one incident that we've been through with domestic violence. And yeah, we kicked ourselves like, why didn't you just leave? Why? Why did you stay? He showed you the first time. Potential, because we thought we could change him. They was gonna stop. They was gonna be better. They was gonna see, okay, she loved me. Let me reciprocate with her. Let me give her the same energy back. Wrong. We was dead wrong. And you know what? We ain't even mad about saying that about ourselves no more. We was dead wrong. We wanted to paint the picture. We wanted to paint these people when they were showing us, F you, I don't give a damn about you. They were showing us to our face. And it took us a minute. But finally we said the same thing. F you, I'm gone. Houdini and disappear without a trace. without saying nothing, without explaining anything, because you already know what you did. So what we got to explain ourselves for? I mean, come on now, you're a grown adult. But emotionally, yeah, that's what a lot of women do. They blame themselves. Sit there like, I should have left him alone. He said he had a long day at work. What I'm saying? He had a bad day, and that don't give him no reason to come home and beat the hell out of you. No. We have bad days too. You want to come home and beat our husband in? Or he come home and start beating on us? No. We either talk to each other about it, or the first thing we do is we talk to Allah about it. I mean, what? Can't really talk to nobody else. All they're going to do is judge you. We know the people that know what we went through. Number one, nobody ever believed us till this day. Everybody think we was lying, and we got paperwork to prove it. That's the crazy part. Nobody believed us till this day. And even if the people did believe us, we got blamed. Like we deserved it. They got away scot-free, or so they think. We got labeled the bitter, the bad person, the villain, you know what I'm saying? Everything but a good person, a good woman, a good mother. We got the labels while they walked away. Or like we said, so you think, but they're going to get what's coming to them. That's why we say that. It's going to come back. You do people wrong, and that person done moved on, and they working on themselves, and they elevate, and they growing themselves, and you still in that same spot. You can't take responsibility. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get what's coming to you. Don't even bother apologizing to that person no more. That apology, and it's going to fall on deaf ears. Unless you plan on repenting to Allah, you done. And then you're going to pay for it with your life. But that's women go through emotionally. Psychologically, pretty much the same thing. Mentally, they tell themselves these things in their head. We told ourselves these things. I deserved it. It was my fault. And then half the time, we was walking away. We want to de-escalate the situation because, believe it or not, we hate arguing. We two grown adults. We can sit down and talk about whatever's bothering you, whatever's bothering us. And even if we can't come to an agreement, we can agree to disagree. Babe, my bad. I ain't mean to do X, Y, Z. My bad too, babe. I ain't mean to do A, B, C. It's just all about accountability. Everybody wants to be grown until it's time to apologize, communicate, tell the truth, own up. We can go on and on. Nobody wants to be grown then. Everybody wants to blame the other person. And this is another thing, ladies, I really need y'all to realize, for anybody that hears this, and it's something we have to tell ourselves. It's not your fault. You can't control that other person. Well, I hit him first, and he should have walked away. What did he say for you to do that? And I know people go on podcasts and be like, "Well, wait a minute. So it's okay for a woman to hit a man?" I'm not saying it is, but the man's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to be the one to show the example. Okay, so you want to okay, either leave her, walk away, but two wrongs don't make no right. That's what we getting at. Know what I'm saying? Now, if you got one of them women that just want to hit somebody all crazy and willy-nilly and all that and just do it because she can, no, that's not okay. So let's make that clear. We are not condoning what women do. And I know a lot of men will be like, well, why are you going to take up for them? We're not taking up for them. We just saying two wrongs don't make no right. We're not taking up for anybody. Both parties might be wrong. You understand what we're saying? But we're not finna do that. So I'm saying you might have called her out of her name. You might have been yelling at her. You kicked it off. Or you might have been just poking at her. Like we had one scenario that happened with us. Dude kept poking at our shoulder. And we was on the couch in the other room. Because like we said, we didn't like arguing. We already knew we was upset. We already know how we get when we get upset. So let me just go sleep in the other room, sleep it off, get up in the morning. We're saying we going to chill, keep moving. This fool wants to come in and kick it off. So hell yeah, we went in defense mode. Like, why you want to come here and bother me, man? And we started fighting. Like, why you want to come here and bother me? You see, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. I don't want to argue. I don't want to talk. And because your ego and your pride, you couldn't let it go. So when we did that, we was like, all right, well, you can thank yourself, nigga, for what's about to happen because it's on you. Let's go. When we walk away and we tell you to leave us alone, leave us alone. Let us calm down because we talk better and we communicate better with a clear head. Now we know we can go talk to Allah about any and everything that we go through, but we have to do that with a clear head. I'm not finna argue with you. You already know what you did. You a grown adult. We're not finna do that. You done did that one too many times, and it's never ended good. That revenge, that I'm going to get my lick back and all that. It never ends good for anybody. It never does. All it leaves is a path or a trail of hurt, pain, trauma, and nobody wins. That's one of the major reasons why we told ourselves to step back. Let people think what they want to think, do what they're going to do. You can't control them. Just let them. Let them. You got to worry about you and focus on you. You are not being selfish. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Self-care, taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, getting your life together, all that's not selfish. For anybody that says that, they don't give a damn about you. They just want you to do what they want you to do. So just remember that you are not being selfish. And leaving these situations is not always simple. We mentioned that already. Out of fear, you know what I'm saying? I might lose my life. You know what I'm saying? This man might try to follow me, harass me, stalk me. And for anybody that goes through that, call the police every single time. Get you a paper trail, a police report. So in the event that you got to defend yourself against this fool, that will help you in court. Just so anybody knows that. Finances. This is another way abusers keep you trapped. You can't make no money. You can't go to work. You can't do nothing. They control all your money. They will take away your debit cards. They'll take away your cell phone. So anybody call, you always answer, yeah, she busy. She busy. But can I speak to her? She busy. And then you try to show up, this fool will go outside. You can't see her right now. And I don't know if anybody don't pick up on that, that's something wrong. You were slow. We can't talk to her. We can't get no access to her. Something's going on. And that leads us to the next one, manipulation. That's what they're doing. They're manipulating the whole situation, your life, your friends. They will have you turn your back on your mama, your sister, your friends, your cousin, everybody, to the point where you ain't got nobody. And where you going to go then? They already know. That's why I say they know what they're doing. They're manipulating the whole situation so you can rely on them. And then they start beating on you. And then you're going to feel like, I ain't got no options. I can't talk to nobody. Everybody turn their back on me. Because I keep forgiving this dude, and he keeps doing the same thing over and over and over. You know what we're saying? And now they got sick of it because I won't leave this fool alone. And they know what they're doing. Well, where you gonna go? Where you gonna leave? You ain't got no money. I got your cars. I got all this. Know what I'm saying? Go find somebody and let them keep the cars. You can always have them deactivated. Get your money off. Go to the bank or whatever. Know what I'm saying? Start over. These people know what they're doing. The main thing they know what they're doing to you is causing you trauma. That's how they keep their ties to you. That's how they keep their link, that connection to you. They cause you trauma to the point where you feel like you just can't come up out of it. And you will never have the strength to leave. We went through it. We trusted people with our finances, our kids, our life, our body, everything, and just had ourselves available and open. And we paid the price for it. Real talk. We should have never, and we didn't know. We should have never been that open and that available and that good of a person. We still will remain that. But to them, we will never do that again. Like we said, it's forget you for life. For real. You made yourself an enemy. You knew what you was doing. You know what we saying? And like we said earlier, for the people that, do know what you're going through and all that stuff, first thing they ask, why don't you just leave? So you mean to tell us if you knew somebody for 5 or 10 plus years, let's think about it, and they was abusing you, or even cheating on you, because that's still abuse too. You just gonna up and leave? Remember, a lot of people stay in these marriages and these relationships, whether or not they're getting abused, because they don't have the strength to leave yet. They haven't gotten to that point where they're fed up. And unfortunately, a lot of women pay for this with their life. Or they wind up behind bars or in prison, in jail for the rest of their life because they simply defended themselves. And a lot of these women, they don't call the police. They don't get a paper trail. They don't get the police involved. And that hurts them when they go to trial or they go to court. That's why we say if anybody's stalking you or harassing you, every single time he puts it, call the police. Get a police report or at least get a paper trail, get something so that will help you in the long run. It's helped some women, and they probably got some time or they probably got like probation or whatever, but it's helped some women. Okay, so she not called the police, so she tried to do something. Even if you can't leave it, at least just get some kind of proof, or you can take pictures of yourself or whatever whenever he do it, if you can't even get to your phone. But you know what, whatever you can do to at least protect yourself in the meantime. We understand, we know it ain't always easy to just leave. And the people that ask that question, they either just ignorant as hell or they haven't been through it. It's not the same to know somebody that's going through it. You have to go through it. Just like homelessness, just like poverty, just like struggle, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. If you haven't been through any of them things, you're not going to understand. No disrespect. And we wouldn't wish domestic violence on anybody. We really wouldn't. We don't want anybody going through that. It's not pretty. It's not fun. It's hell. It's like you in a mental, emotional, physical prison, and the person that's abusing you is your damn warden. They control everything you do when you get up, when you go to bed, what you wear, who you're around, who you talk to, how often you can leave the house. You can't even say nothing to them inside the house. They're going to smack the hell out of you. It's like living with a warden. You can't even be yourself. Forget to walk around on pins and needles. You just living in fear and anxiety. Mental health builds up every day of your life. It's not always easy, and we know. So unless you've been through it, shut up. Stop asking people that stupid question. You know why they didn't leave. They didn't have the strength to leave yet. And luckily, a lot of women do leave, and they leave with their lives, or if they have kids, so on and so forth. But unfortunately, a lot of women don't. They either wind up unalive, or they wind up in jail or in prison for the rest of their life for simply defending themselves. And it's hard because when you try to reach out to society for some simple help, they ask the same thing. Or do you have any family or friends you have a safe place you can go to? They have domestic violence shelters, I'm pretty sure, in every city here in America. We know they have them in Florida because we lived at them. Or you can find a shelter to go to because they don't have access. You know what we're saying? We know a couple shelters that you can go to. They'll protect you. Yeah, I'm going through domestic violence. This is what he looked like. Give him a picture of the dude. Yeah, y'all see him, call the police immediately. You know what I'm saying? As long as you at some type of shelter, they can't get to you. So it's other ways. You will have to start over. You're gonna have to start your life over. Just let you know. That's what we did every single time. And we left with nothing. We had our kids, we left with nothing. We didn't care. Get me the hell out of here. I don't deserve this. I shouldn't be going through this. Why am I allowing myself to do that? Because we didn't have any love for ourselves. Our self-esteem was low as hell. We was barely eating, weren't taking care of ourselves. We were stressed out, and oh my goodness, we were so angry. Every time an argument happened, we screaming literally out the top of our lungs, done gave ourselves a migraine, and then all we want to do is lay down. That's it. We just want to lay down at that point and sleep it off. So like we said, we know, and we can say we have empathy for anybody else going through that. We'll tell Sister real fast if we see her going through it. You do not deserve to go through that. Now, I can't make you leave, but at least give my phone number. You need somebody to talk to if you're able. Make sure he ain't around or whatever if you're able. But if not, you know what I'm saying, you got our number. Call if you need any help or anything. We got you. But we're not finna judge that girl. We don't know what she might have a plan to leave already. But even if she don't, we're not finna judge her. We were her. We was her. We was going through exactly what she was going through. And we can tell when certain men talk to women when we be out and about, working. We can tell. You can tell their whole demeanor. It's like they're afraid of this dude. You're afraid of one human being. And we know a man has a power, if you let them, to put complete fear in you. And that's sad for us to even say out loud, because they're supposed to protect you. They're supposed to lead you. They're supposed to be somebody you look at and get inspired and get motivated by. That's why we say people from our past, we don't want them, none of that. One of the reasons we left is we didn't see no future. They ain't inspire us, motivate us, none of that. They ain't push us to be better. We're still stuck in the same spot. So the audacity and the nerve that you have to say, I gave you the world, or I did X, Y, Z, did that for you. And your bad outweighs your good. That's what you're not understanding. And people think since they do one little thing for you that you got to give them a dang on round of applause. Like, sit down somewhere. Did it lead to us making current income? You know what I'm saying? Repeated income over and over again? No. Did it help us blow up? No. We got out of 15 minutes of fame. That's it. And nobody even knows who we are. Still don't know who we are. And we ain't mad about that. But don't be sitting here giving yourself a pound on the back while you abusing me and you thinking you doing this little thing here and there. Because one thing men do, they'll go buy you gifts, flowers, and all that stuff. Then they think you're going to forget about it. Every single time they hit you, put their hands on you. And that is extremely sad. But like we said, every one of our relationships, every single one, we've been abused. We've been blamed. They walked away like nothing happened, and they showed us. So like we said, we know, we understand. I don't give a damn about you. I don't even like you like that for real. I just got you around because I can benefit and use you. You know what we're saying? We ain't really cool like that. As long as you give me what I want, you good. You good to go. So you step off, we're gonna have some problems. And I ain't playing. But it's we hate when people ask that question. Why ain't you just leave? It's not that easy. Yes, it is. Where am I gonna go? Are you gonna help me? You gonna help me with a place to stay? You gonna protect me from this fool? You gonna help me get a job or something so he can't find me? You gonna help me relocate? You gonna help me with my kids? Then they get quiet. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why, because I have nobody to help me. I gotta figure out a game plan that's not gonna get me and my kids dead, and then I can leave. So unless anybody has one or any suggestions, that's non-judgmental, because I don't need that right now. I need some empathy. I need a hug. I need some support. Then shut up. With all due respect, shut up if you're not gonna help me. Well, I mean, I would, but exactly. There's that but. Don't judge me. Oh no, but I'm not judging you. I'm just saying you don't deserve to go through that. Then help me. If you know I don't deserve this, I know I don't deserve this. Help me. I'm doing everything I can to get out of it without letting him know what's going on. And without getting myself or harming my kids, if you have kids in the equation, of course, unalive. So I can't just bounce and leave. This fool is crazy. You seen what he's done to me already. And the things that we've heard women go through, the things that we've gone through, nobody should ever go through that. That you are a coward. Nobody should ever go through that. For real. So for the people that ask that question, just remove yourself. If they ain't got no resources, no way to help you, just leave them alone. Leave them alone. Now if they do, hey, jump on it. I don't care if you ain't got nothing. You can go back with the police, or you can start over, get you some new clothes, shoes, whatever. They'll provide stuff for you wherever you go. So trust us, you're gonna be good. Okay, so it takes people a minute. It takes people a minute, we know. But eventually, when you get that strength and you get that power to leave, and you're gonna leave that fool alone, you got to make sure you stand on that. We went back after we left. Don't do that. They're gonna see you as even weaker than what they already do. Once you leave, I don't care if you got kids with this fool or not, make arrangements so they can see their kids or whatever, if that's what you choose to do. If this man is really that abusive, I would highly advise you don't do that, because he might start abusing your kids. the ones that y'all have together. So it just depends. I know everybody's situation is different. And if you're able, let him see his kids or whatever. But you move on and stand on the decision you made. Don't start getting all soft. Oh, I still love him, but he might still love me. Or this is unfamiliar. I'm not used to being on my own. Get used to it. You need to get used to it. You need to get a backbone. You need to get strong. Stop being a pussy and stop being weak. Because you go back to that fool, we can promise you, we can tell you from experience, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And they're going to lose whatever respect they have for you. Because honestly, they didn't really have none for you to begin with. So they just going to respect you less even more. And we hope that makes sense. They're going to laugh and be like, I knew she'd be back. I knew she was going to come back. Yeah, that's the power you're giving them over you. That's why we say once you leave, I don't care if the man beating on you or not, cheating on you or not. Stand on what you said and do not go back. Obviously, it was something that made you leave. Don't cheat on the dude, okay? I don't care what he's doing. Don't cheat on him. Just leave. At least you can leave with a clean slate. You good. But once you do that, don't go back. Whatever reason made you leave or whatever, don't go back. Okay? We can tell you from experience it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And that's what did it for us. Because that's what happened. Things escalated and got worse and worse every time we forgave. Every time we went back, tried to work it out, tried to fix it. You can't fix a grown adult. Especially ones that don't see the issue in what they do. You can't. They have to see that for themselves. And unfortunately, a lot of people never will. They just won't because they don't want to. They understand fully. You cannot tell us at 40 people don't know what they're doing no more. They know exactly what they're doing. They just don't give a damn. And they still thinking they special ahead in their own little world that they can still have access to you and still be in your life. Wrong. We said earlier, that's why a lot of people mad with us and they call themselves not liking us because they ain't got access to us no more. You are no good for us. You what? We don't want you in our life. I don't care if we got kids with you. We don't speak to them either. They pissed off because they don't even know what's going on in our life right now, and we love it. Now we can make moves and do what we need to do without people interfering, thinking they're going to come in and mess it up. We learned our lesson, sweetheart. Keep our mouth shut. Make your moves in silence. Get ghosts, lock in, and focus on what you got to do and what Allah needs you to do. That's it. That's all. You ain't got to like us. You ain't got to be cool with us. We not meant to be in your little so-called circle anyway. We don't want to be over there because all that's going to get you dead. No. Cool. We'll be the, what y'all call it, the outcast or the outsider, the black sheep. They always be the ones that rise up and become great. Y'all do know that, right? Yeah. Be a villain. Be the bad person. Let them tell it. Remember, this is an opinion that they have simply because they ain't got access to you and they can't use you to do whatever they want to do to you. Be prepared to forever be the problem because you will not let people treat you the way that they want to treat you. And even because you're a bad person, even if you did mess up in the past, we all have. Who haven't? They just can't use you. You're not easy to fool. You're not finna fall for the bull. You're going to stand up, and a lot of us women, we got a backbone. We're going to check you. And it's not to, chastise you or nothing, but it's because we love you and we care about you. You idiot. We ain't care. We wouldn't be saying nothing if we didn't care. A lot, and you nagging me. Why you always on my back? Why you always? Another thing, fellas, when your woman is talking to you and she's working on talking to you and she wants to fix things, that's when you need to be listening. Yeah, she's not nagging you. Even if she is, she loves you, you idiot. She ain't out in the streets hoeing around. She ain't cheating on you. You got you a good woman. Ain't nobody perfect, but you got you a good woman. Don't lose that because of your pride and your ego. You know what we're saying? She's trying to talk to you and tell you things that bother her over and over, and you are not an emotionally safe place for her. We're not talking about being no pussy. No. You still need to be strong as a man, but at least have, how can we say? I guess have that little soft spot, if you will. Hopefully we're saying that correct. where she can come and talk to you, and you ain't finna go in defense mode and make it about you or whatever. We experienced that one too many times, and we just like, I'm gonna just shut up. I ain't gonna say nothing about you, but the first thing come out your mouth is, "Oh yeah, I went through that too, baby." That's not why I'm coming to talk to you, stupid. I'm coming to talk to you because I'm going through something and I need to vent. And sometimes we don't even need nobody to say something. We just need to vent. You know what I'm saying? So when a woman is doing that, fellas, for anybody that hears this, okay, she's not trying to nag you. Don't be alarmed when she's doing it. Be alarmed when she starts getting quiet, when she starts moving different, especially when you're putting your hands on her. Be alarmed then. Well, she ain't even crying no more. She ain't arguing with me. She not even talking. And a lot of stupid. A lot of men think because we done got quiet that everything is all good. No, 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 hell no. It's about to get worse for you. No. That means she probably already getting a plan together to leave you behind. She might still give you a little something here and there. You know, we talking about grown people. She might still give you a little something here and there. But she get quiet, she start moving different. Whether you put your hands on her or not, you about to lose her. Then you're gonna be looking confused. Man, I don't understand what happened. I don't understand. Think back. That's all you got to say. Think back. To all the times I tried to talk to you, I wanted to open up to you. I couldn't be myself. Think back. To the times I wanted to just chill with you, hang out, spend some time. You ain't gotta spend no money, but spend some time. Think back. You just didn't think I was gonna leave. That's why you upset. And what these weak little boys do? Go start spreading rumors, slack talk, gossip, do everything unrighteous instead of just taking that L and keeping it moving. Nobody ever looks at the lesson that they should learn behind anything they do. They just look at the other person's actions and automatically get offended. Because they think they the juice, they think they the you know what, and they the best in the business out there. People really need to learn how to humble themselves. You don't hear us talking like that. We know it's women out there better than us. They doing better. They probably got more money. They might have a business, you know what I'm saying, look better. We salute them. We are happy. We not no hater. Do you, sis? You get your money, stay ahead of the game. Don't let these people trick you. Do your thing and help people. That's what we always say. No matter what you do, make sure it's not just for you. It's so people that look at you and be inspired and motivated, and they want to do the same thing. They're gonna come ask you, how did you do it? How did you do it, sis, through everything you went through? And you can tell them. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a few minutes? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and sit down. I can talk to you. And then, you know what I'm saying, give them a quick breakdown. And they go, damn, you did all that? It didn't happen overnight, but yeah, I did it. We did it. So, like we said, we seeing a woman that's doing good, looking good. We're gonna compliment you. And it ain't no lesbian stuff. We don't get down like that, and we don't judge nobody that do. But we confident in our own skin. We in our own lane doing what we gotta do for us. We gonna salute the woman next to us. We might be able to learn something from her. Shoot, if she willing to give out little tips here and there. If not, cool. We still gonna work. No, sis, you look good. You beautiful. Keep doing your thing. And even if they don't reciprocate the same way, you still don't become no hater. Don't become the people that you've been surrounded by. Because they are bitter, mad, and angry, and they're gonna do everything they can to take it out on you. So just remain who you are, no matter what. And we know it's hard, especially going through domestic violence. We know it's not easy. Trust us, we know. But don't let that make you other than yourself. And for us, that would be a righteous Muslim. So that's it. That's all. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna give this mouthpiece of ours a little break and play some music for you guys and come back in and start running our mouth about how to truly help survivors of domestic violence, y'all. And y'all stay locked in for this. And we will be back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talk. right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. And for those that are just joining us, we're talking about Domestic Violence Awareness Month and how to truly help people, without judging them, coming down on their neck, making them feel bad or worse than what they already feeling, what they already going through, all that good stuff. And a lot of people really, believe it or not, don't know how to help survivors or people that's going through it, which is first thing we're gonna say is do some research if you don't, what I'm saying, don't know how to truly help somebody. There's easy ways, practical ways, family, friends, job, whatever can help. If this person is talking to you, this one of the biggest ones for us. If this person is talking to you about what they're going through, about them being abused, they ain't got nobody else to go to, nobody else they can trust that's not gonna judge them or talk about them behind their back. They coming to you, they confiding in you, and they're trusting you with what they're going through. Don't interrupt them. That is so freaking rude. And don't judge them. Just let them say whatever they got to say. If you don't have the resources and you don't know how to, properly respond, get on your phone. Call 211. Get on Google. Do some research. Find some resources for them and, just let them know. I don't know exactly what to say. And you can say that. I don't know exactly what to say to you, but my apologies for even going through this. Nobody should be going through this. You can at least say that much to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell them, well, this is what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would have did it differently. Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? You're not listening. You're not listening to them. You're making it about you and you still judging without even directly doing it. You still judging. This is not a time to ask them 1,000 questions about why they didn't do this, XYZ, ABC. That's not the time. It's time for you to shut up and listen. Offer a resource, not an ultimatum. Don't make them feel bad. That's the last thing they need right now. They don't need that. Don't make them feel bad. If you can't find a resource, point them in the direction of somebody that can. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them an ultimatum, especially if you so call yourself a family member or a friend. Or if you don't leave him, I'm going to cut you off. If you take him back, I ain't going to ever speak to you again. That's not helping them. That's going to make them stay. You keep that door open no matter what, just like with our daughter. We went through domestic violence. She went through it. We ain't got her number blocked. We ain't even mad at it. We ain't got no attitudes with nothing. We just decided to step back right now because she is 21 and she has to figure it out. But that door is still open. She's welcome to call us anytime. We exposed her to that behavior, so we got to take some of the blame for it. Yes, we know she's grown, but just like with us and our mom, we never would have known that's okay if our mom didn't expose us to that. We think in our head that's normal. So that's probably what she thought. So we gotta take some. We did say some responsibility. We're not finna be one of the parents. Well, how you gonna get with this dude and you just gonna let him do this? Blah blah blah. No, that's not parenting. You're not helping. So we even told her, and we told our son to tell her. We to let her know we're not mad. We just had to step back right now and let her figure it out. And she's a smart girl. She's not stupid by a long shot. She come from me, so she's not stupid. You just fall victim to these weak people out here. And that's the same thing we did. And that was never our intention was to expose our kids to that. That never should have happened. A lot of things happen with us and our kids and the things we've been through that never should have happened. Are we proud of a lot of it? No, but we can't change it. We did the best we could with the situation we was in. So that much we gonna stand on. But are we proud of a lot of things as a mother? Hell no. We be lying like hell. No. But that door's still open for her. She welcome to call anytime. She need to talk or whatever. We gonna keep the conversation simple. Like, okay, so what you gonna do? You good or whatever? So she's welcome to call. So don't cut that. Don't close that door with them. Let them know I'm here regardless. That's why we got a best friend. Her name is Christine. I absolutely love her to death. She's been like family. She took us and our kids in. We was going through stuff with our youngest daughter's father. Never judged us, never, why you went back? Why you staying with him? Just like we said, why you ain't leave? She's never done that. Anytime we need an ear or somebody to talk to or just to cry or whatever, she's been there. And when our phone was off this past couple of weeks, she was one of the rare people, the only person that we know, other than our husband, of course, because he right here, that checked on us. Hey, Bess, I'm just checking on you. She hit us up on TikTok because our phone was on Wi-Fi. And hey, Bess, I'm just checking to see if you're good. That means a lot to a person, especially when they're going through being abused. I don't care what they're going through. That means a lot to a person just because you simply checking on them. You're not asking them for nothing. You don't want nothing. You just simply checking on them. And people appreciate that. We know we do. That's why we love her like a sister. We can't wait to go to Florida because that's one of the first things we're gonna do. We're gonna take her out. We're gonna do something nice for her. She don't know, but we're gonna do something nice for her. Cause she's been like family. She's been more family than our own dang on family. So don't close them doors. I don't care how many times they go back, how many times they forgive. They still alive. They wake up another day. They got a chance to get it right. If you can, help them. If you can, just let them know I'm here. You ever need somewhere to go, you need somewhere to stay. Don't give them an ultimatum. That's not cool. They're already going through enough as it is. So when you get somebody an ultimatum like that, what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna pick the option you don't want them to pick. Like, make it make sense. They're gonna pick the option that you don't want them to pick. Then you're gonna be mad at them for picking that option. Like, come on now. Just let them know I'm here regardless. I may not understand what you're going through, and it might take you a couple times to learn. It took us a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I know you smart, you're gonna come out of it. But don't ever do that. And basically, this is what we just said: create a safe space. Let them know you're still there. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally and physically. You're not gonna put your hands on them. They ain't got to be, all uptight, with anxiety on pins and needles and stuff like that. Just let them know physically you're safe here. Emotionally, you can talk to me. Just like we said with our daughter. If she wants to call us right now, okay, well, not right now because we're doing our show. But if she wants to call us, moving forward, period, that door is open. Even with our older son, that door is open. But y'all know we Islam now, we different. So we're gonna talk to you different. You're not gonna get the same version of your mom that you was getting before. But that door is always open. And our son already know what he got to do. You gotta come correct and apologize. But we'll get to another episode. So yeah, create that safe space for them. Even if they ain't ready to leave yet, even if they're not tired yet, create that safe space for them. Let them know they have somebody to go to. Because that's why a lot of people stay in these abusive relationships. Because they feel like nobody, they're not there. They have no one to go to. So, I mean, what else am I going to do? Go out there and live on the streets? I'm going to have to stay where I'm at. So don't get in that ultimatum. Like, if you go back to him or whatever, just like if I do it, if she's back with the dude that abused her, I can't be mad at her for that because I went back. We would feel like a hypocrite. We just being honest. We would feel like a straight hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So she has to learn. You know what we're saying? We hope that she isn't. We ain't gonna lie. We hope that she hasn't. But if she does, we can't judge her for that. We would just us. We would feel like a hypocrite. So we have to respect their decisions, even if we don't agree with it. You know what we're saying? And you just have to respect their decision. Unfortunately, like we said, some women do lose their life, and you did the best you could. You know what we're saying? A lot of people they get away, but and if just like we told people, y'all be mad at me if I went back to him and I went back to. No, we ain't gonna be mad, and we went back. And get better, but our kids didn't really say nothing to us. Our best friend didn't really say nothing, and she knew we went back. She knew it, and we was talking to her. She can definitely back us up on a lot of things we went through with this man. Like for real. That's why we were telling people we ain't got to lie. I don't know why people think we be lying, but we tell the truth all the time. Yet people still surprised. It's crazy as hell, but hey, what can you do? But don't guilt trip them. Do not guilt trip them. Please do not do that. Don't do the victim blaming. Don't force them to do nothing they ain't ready to do yet. And for all you know, like we said, they may have a game plan already to leave. They're just not telling you because they know they do probably gonna come ask you, and your whole demeanor gonna change. It. Oh, you know something. or you know something, what's she doing? So that's why we probably, in that situation, definitely don't say nothing. Just let I got a plan. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I know he's gonna come at you. Not because I don't trust you, but I know he's gonna come at you, and I don't want to put you in the middle of that. But if he do ask you, you don't know nothing, and you don't. All you know is I got a plan. You don't know what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and even if they don't, eventually they're gonna get tired, and hopefully, you just have to hope they don't lose their life, just like with our daughter. We can't take it, and we would definitely blame ourselves. So, like we said, our daughter seems like she's a smart girl, and we definitely hope that she's down in Florida, getting back on her feet, because that's what we're doing the best we can, and hopefully she's willing to talk when we go down there, because she's going through some stuff right now. So we just step back and let her figure it out. Ain't no anger, no animosity going on. But we just had to step back, let her figure it out. And then mama got to get her life together too. So, and hopefully when we go down there and we doing better and we looking better and feeling better, hopefully that'll, if not, if she's not where she wants to be yet, we can help her. And hopefully that'll, inspire her. Damn, Mom, you been doing this over the past couple months. You done did X, Y, Z. Yeah, baby. Told you we locked in. That's one reason why you ain't heard from us. We ain't been mad with nobody. We not mad with nobody. But we had to lock in on our own life and get ourselves together. Because we can't help nobody else, let alone teach. You know what we're saying? We're not really leading by example. You know what I'm saying? Make sense. We gotta have everything from the inside out. Not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We will never be perfect, but on point, a lot better. And it's something that can be done, you know. And then the number one thing, this is the top thing that women struggle with. Believe them. Don't tell them that they're delusional. Don't tell them that they're crazy. Don't tell them, oh, he didn't mean it. Don't make no excuse for somebody that's supposed to protect someone they love, but instead they're harming them. Don't do that. And we've seen that happen too, especially with the abuser's mom. Oh, well, he had a hard upbringing, he probably had a long day, or what did you do? The hell you mean what did I do? It don't matter what I did. I ain't deserve to be smacked on the dang on ground, really? And the moms, they will take up for their abusive sons all day. You know why? Because they expose them to it. Where do you think they get it from? We are a firm believer that a parent, and we're a parent too, our husband's a father, that you are your child's first teacher. And a lot of us taught our kids wrong, and we didn't even know it. Real talk. We are firm believer in that. So people get out here and they entitled, they want to abuse people, cheat on them, or don't respect women, don't respect men, they want to be independent, all that stuff. They learned it from their parents or somebody they had no business listening to. So when the moms jump in, they want to feel, he had a hard, his father was abusive. No, I don't give a damn. Everybody done been through something. Stop making excuses. It does not give you a reason to grow up and be evil towards other people. We done had one of the worst upbringings possible. It was bittersweet. We should be one of the most bitter and angry Black women walking around right now. And our lives are greatest that we not. We got every reason to be angry. We got every reason to be pissed off, have our blood pressure up, pulse, all that stuff. We got every reason to go to Florida right now and start going in on people. But we're not. Remember, whatever you go through, we said this on the show already, whatever you go through, you can either let it make you better or it's going to make you bitter. Please don't let it be the second one. Let it make you better. They going to talk. They going to judge. They going to do whatever they think they going to do that they think in their heads for some reason. It's going to stop you. They think it's going to stop you. Don't do that. Don't become them. We talk and we ask a lot every day, please. We don't care what happens or what you throw our way or who you put in our way. Please don't change our heart. We don't want to wind up like them. They're going to wind up dead. Watch. People that wrong you, do anything to you, they're going to die for it. That's called payment. Don't shoot the messenger. It's something that we learn. But believe them. It's already hard enough that they're going through it. They ain't got nobody to go to. But don't make excuses for a man, or should we say a little boy. Because men don't do that. I don't care if it's one time he slap you. You still a punk to us. I don't care how you take it. Normally we say no disrespect or no shade, but we don't even care. I don't care if you smack your woman one time and you don't never do it again. You a pussy. Yeah, we said it. You couldn't even walk away that time. It don't justify it. Two wrongs don't make no right. I don't care how you put it. So believe them, okay? And the other thing we don't want to do as people is come together and keep women safe. It's just like what Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches. The black woman is the most disrespected, unprotected woman on this planet. And our own brothers, our own husbands, our own boyfriends supposed to protect us and provide and all that stuff. And we'll say 99% of them ain't even doing it. This generation of these little boys, if we were single right now, we would stay single. Real talk. They ain't finna mess with y'all. You don't know how to change the tire, cut the grass, fix anything around the house. You can't cook, clean, or nothing. I got to do all that and be your no, don't need you. And especially if you call us asking us for money, that's a no. No, that means you can't even take care of us if we need something from you. You asking a grunt should be ashamed of yourself. But our community don't want to come together, get the truth first off, and we don't even want to help each other. We're turning the other cheek, and we know what's going on. And we just act like, oh, that ain't affecting me. She ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, what am I supposed to do? You idiot, protect her. Help her. You ain't got to get with her. You ain't got to want nothing from her, but protect her. Help her. And don't expect nothing not to deal. That's what you're supposed to do. Well, if that was your sister, if that was your mama, and then he's ignorant, well, I'm saying that's on them. They knew how he was. This is what's wrong with our community now. Nobody wants to step in and help and make people safe. Nobody does, but we want to change though. Want things to be different though. Bull, you sitting here lying to yourself. A lot of people walk around this world now, or if it ain't affecting them, they don't care. If it's not hurting their life or their pockets, they don't care. Until it affects them, they don't want everybody to care. Oh, nah. Where was all that big dog energy when it wasn't you? Where was it at then? Yeah. Now you finna get exactly what you put out. Now ain't nobody gonna be there for you. Then you gonna be mad. Know what I'm saying? So people gotta turn to things like therapy, support groups. And for any woman, this is something that we should have did. For any woman that's coming out of a domestic violence situation, our suggestion would be to be single for a while. I mean, if you find somebody in the process and they're gonna be real, the love gonna be real, all that good stuff, that's wonderful. But a lot of times, and we hate to say this, we really do. This we hate to say. We repeat the same pattern as women. We did it. And everybody played the role. They had that mask on, made everything was safe, protected. And as soon as we got comfortable and let our guard down, we went through hell. So we repeat the same pattern over and over. Just like we say, if we was to ever leave our husband, hypothetically, if we was to ever leave our husband, we will be single for a while because we have officially learned our lesson. We cannot keep repeating the same things over and over. At that point, that's on us. You know what we're saying? That's our fault. That part is our fault. Accepting behavior we know we shouldn't have, ignoring the red flags because, like we said, we didn't know. That's one thing we could say. We really didn't know. And to a lot of people, that might sound like an excuse. Screw you. You ain't got the balls, so I ain't got to listen to you. We didn't know. Nobody taught us how to do it the right way. We in our 40s now, and we just learning how to do things the right way. That's why we get things together in our life right now. And we are so happy we caught up on our bills, we can't even tell y'all. Good look. We are finally getting the picture. We have to save our life. We got to fix our life. We can't wait on nobody else. Especially when you're going through a domestic violence situation. Like we said, people should be there for you. Nobody was there for us when we went through it but our kids, her house, and a couple people here and there. Yeah, nobody was there. Everybody blamed us, turned their back, and went on about their merry little life. But now, look who's finna come out on top. And we're going to keep saying that. Allah is the greatest, boy. Yes, sir. Share resources. You can look it up on your phone. The one we know is 211. That works in any state. You're going through a situation, you can talk, or if you can't talk, text. Are you in a safe place? Well, I'm not in a safe place. I'm in an abusive relationship, blah, blah, blah. I need to get out of here. I need the police. Whatever you need, it's resources. Hotlines, organizations, books, all that. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. Find your resources. If you're able to get away and you're going to school or you're at work or whatever, you can put, hey, listen, I'm going through XYZ, ABC right now. My dude is abusing me. And if you can, show them pictures. I do not feel safe going home. They're going to call the police and they're going to get you somewhere safe. I got to go get my kids to their daycare. They'll go get your kids. They're going to get your kids for you. You know what I'm saying? It's ways you can do it. But that person got to get to that point. You got to be there for them. They need support. A lot of people feel like they're alone and nobody is there because they're not. They're not there. You understand what I'm saying? They turn their back because, and we have this one lady say that to us. I'm not going to keep giving you advice. You're going to keep going back to him and you're going to keep forgiving him. You know what I'm saying? And we were just like, well, damn, you act like you ain't never been through this. That's not what we needed. And that's what people will say. Because you're not doing what they want you to do, but they're not understanding it's not that easy. So it was like, cool, I won't talk to you no more then. That was the last thing we needed to hear. Support, understanding, compassion. Those are things that a lot of our people lack. But we want to get it though. We want somebody to treat us like we're a king and a queen, and you want to treat me like I'm a damn peasant. That's not finna work. I don't know who told you was better than me or bigger than me, but you are not bigger than the program. We not bigger than the program. So you might want to start humbling yourself because life's going to do that for you. Trust us. Anybody else abused you or did anything wrong to you, life going to humble them. Watch. Then they're going to sit back and be like, okay, I done messed up. So this is what I was doing. And then you ain't going to be nowhere around, nowhere near for them to apologize and make it right. They got to suck it up and deal with it. So that's the last thing we need to help. I'm not finna keep talking to you and you gonna go back to him. Damn, because I'm trying to work on my marriage and my relationship. Now I'm okay, fine, I won't talk to you no more then. And then shortly after that, her mom passed because we was doing home health aid and we was taking care of her mom. And she just so happened to know our family. So she said that like, oh, no problem. Not too long after that, her mom passed. That wasn't by accident. You shouldn't have said that out your mouth. We needed support and we needed somebody to listen to us and show compassion. And you just said F us because we went back. Well, that okay. That's don't do that. Don't do that, yeah. Um, they go back. Don't judge them. Don't make them feel bad. You know what we're saying? Listen, believe them, support. And what's this thing we're hearing on TikTok? We listen and we don't judge. Yeah, we listen and we don't judge. That's what people need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's places where you can find help. The National Domestic Violence Hotline in the U.S. We're going to get y'all this number, 1-800-799-7233 or thehotline.org. I'm going to say that again. The National Domestic Violence Hotline, or you can call 2112. 1-800-799-7233 or the hotline, HOTLINE.org. There's help out there for you. So if you feel like you're stuck, you're trapped, you can't get out, you're wrong. That's what that weak little boy is doing. Programming your head to make you think you ain't got no other options. This is going to be it for you. This is going to be your life. That's bullcrap, sis. It's not. Your life is whatever you make it. We don't care what's been thrown at you, what you go through, what happens. If you got a legal relationship, whatever. Your life is what you make it. Okay? Not with anybody else. Especially get out of that relationship, work on yourself, get you some therapy, get you a journal, whatever you got to do, heal. Please, if you don't do nothing else, ladies, heal. That's the most important thing. Don't just jump back into another relationship because you're not healthy. You're just coming out of something. You're not healthy. That's something we should have did. We should have took the time to heal. You understand what we're saying? And we would have came out a whole lot better. We probably wouldn't even been in them relationships. But that was when we believed in potential and love and all that bull crap. Yeah. See where that's gonna get you. Nowhere. You gotta focus on yourself and love yourself. So to anybody, before we take our last break, know anybody that's going through that, listen to them, believe them, support, and don't judge. Find resources for them, find help, get them out of there. If they go back, that's on them. But get them out of there. You tired of this? No, I mean, are you really tired of this? Okay, then I got you. Even if you go back, keep that door open for them. Don't give them no ultimatum. They don't know. Don't give them no ultimatum. Keep that door open. It's like we said with our daughter. We ain't mad at her. We ain't got no attitude with her. She still can call our phone whenever she get ready. But we're not finna chase after you, and we gotta step back and get our life together. It's nothing personal. It's really no disrespect. We promise. But we gotta get our life together too. We have to. We owe that to ourselves after everything we went through, and let me get us started. We are on a personal apology to ourselves right now. We on a whole different path, a whole different destiny, however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? We got to a point where enough is enough. That's all. And we don't person that can change it. So there's too much going on right now anyway. And a lot of people got personal things going on in their life. But you can get out of it. I don't care who it is. Find the right people to talk to about what you're going through and just get a plan together. Be safe. You got kids, please protect you and them babies. Because they're watching you. We know because we went through it. And you mess up, take that L, learn from it, and do better. It's in you. It can be done. You just got to have the power and the consistency and the will and the backbone to be like, this is not the type of behavior I should be accepting. I do not deserve this. It's time for me to go. I got to choose me. And don't ever put a woman in a position, fellas, where she gonna choose between you or her. Because times out of 10, she's gonna pick her. And that's what that's what they should be doing. We know you ain't gonna want her to pick that. But what reasons are you giving her to stay around? Like we said earlier, you ain't gotta put your hands on a woman or cheat on her for her to leave you. But what reasons are you giving her for her to stay around? And don't get us wrong, we love love. We don't encourage separation on any level. But if you're not being who she needs you to be, what you expect her to do? We love being in relationships. We ain't afraid of being single. Don't get us wrong, but same thing with us. We're not getting what we need or whatever, and we know we got the power to change it and do what we got to do. That's what's gonna get done. Ain't nothing personal. We're not angry. We're not mad, but we got one life. Ain't no redo or go back or let me change that or I need to fix that. Once it's a wrap, it's a wrap. And that's the other thing people don't understand. You got one life, sweetheart. You want to waste it on this fool that can't get it together, don't know how to control their emotions, which men ain't supposed to have anyway? Huh? I didn't think so. Nobody deserves that. Stand up. And if you in it and you ain't got the strength to leave yet, you'll get tired. You gotta find that strength before it costs you your life. And don't think it can't happen to you. Because it can. It almost cost us ours. And we still got scars and bruises to this day that remind us of that. Everything we've been through, literally on our arms. So we know. Leave and don't take your behind back there. Okay, so with all that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and take our last break, play some music, and we're gonna come back and give you guys all our social media. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here and get our day started as soon as hubby get back, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on our Sunday Positivity Talks. What we're going to do, y'all, is give you guys all our social media where you can catch the Queen Mimi podcast and, of course, all our other shows as well. Then we're going to go ahead and get out of here and get our day started. First and foremost, you can catch the Queen Mimi podcast, our Sunday Positivity Talk, this and every Sunday live, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Talking about important topics like mental health. Of course, we talked about this today, domestic violence, awareness and personal growth, and, 1,000 other subjects, topics, our personal story, journey, all them good things. So y'all come in, hang out with us every Sunday, you guys. And of course, you can follow us on all our other platforms. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Queen Mimi Podcast. Follow us over on LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, TikTok, of course, The Queen Mimi Podcast, Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and of course over on Red Note under Queen Mimi as well. In our Twitch schedule, you guys, all shows, same time, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every week, you guys. Queen Mimi Podcast every Sunday, radio every Tuesday. We're talking topics every Thursday, and of course, the Queen Mimi blog every Friday, you guys. And of course, you can catch all our shows on all podcast streaming platforms: Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts as well, you guys. So yeah, all them good things, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a happy, blessed, and safe Sunday. And remember, you have the power to change your life, make it better, make it worse, allow it to make you better, or allow it to make you better. We don't care what happens to you, what people do to you, all them things. You can come out of it. Don't care how bad you messed up or how bad you think you messed up. You can fix it, come out of it, and you can make things better and become the best version of yourself possible. And ladies, if you need help doing that, we just gave you guys all our social media. Please feel free to look us up, and we got you. Other than that, we're going to get out of here, you guys. Get our day started. Hopefully, y'all get some rest today. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll talk to you guys Tuesday on the Queen Mimi radio show. Y'all have a good one.